Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now today, we have a Gen Z protest, and without any doubt, I can confirm to you that we have a protest today. Because already I've seen some areas that I will be mentioning about Emali, Water and elsewhere, where already the protest has kicked off. We have seen how police are trying to block some areas in Nairobi, the traffic jam and all that. Pedestrians watching from a distance, deserted bus stops, deserted market and all that. So, without doubt, there is protest. It is a holiday. That is a reality. And with this, we are well aware that it is a commemoration procession of the Gen Z protest that took place in June 2025. In June 25. With all this, Eugene Wamalwa, Kalonzo and other opposition leaders have been watching what can they do. Now there is a protest here. So today, very early in the morning at 9 a.m., Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, together with other leaders, they were in a meeting at a hotel in Nairobi. They have held a meeting, and after that meeting, they have resolved that YPA party leader and the DAPK party leader, today they are going to lay a wreath at Parliament for slain Gen Zs after 9 a.m. meeting. Walidiscuss wakaamua, sasa kwa haya maandamano tutaenda tuweke pale the wreath. What does this one tells you? Or what is your expectation now from this? Since they have discussed and they have concluded, they have to come to the parliament. Yani wafike to parliament, hata kama ni ndani ama nje, but they have to lay the wreath in commemoration of the Gen Zs. There's a lot here, and we're going to discuss it. But before we go deep into that discussion, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, Kalonzo and the team have looked around and they have asked themselves, how can we join this Gen Z protest? Now we are leaders. We know how they suffered. But how can we join it without really intruding into it in a way that will look like we want now to take over from Gen Z? That tells you that these leaders have been guided with the highmost wisdom, that they don't take it over or hype it from Gen Z into political other issues. It wants to remain a Gen Z thing, but they want to participate. So I can say wisdom has been detected here. How do they join it without hijacking? Organize that you go and lay wreath at the parliament in a commemoration of the souls that we lost. Ile swali sasa inafaa ubaki nalo kijiuliza, how will Eugene Wamalwa and Kalonzo Musyoka take that wreath to Parliament building? How will they carry it there? If you don't see it that they will come in with a group of people behind them, supporting them, marching with them to a venue where they intend to lay that wreath. Have they not joined the protest, or they have already joined? So this is to tell you that Kalonzo, Eugene Wamalwa, and other opposition leaders are going to join the protest. They want to participate, and they want Genesis to see them as leaders who are with them. How do you do it? A very simple way. So police, already they have blocked that place. They have ring-fenced it with barbed wire. They don't want any access to that place. And the Kalonzo, Eugene and the team have to access the place and lay the wreath. Hata kama watafikia ile barbed wire or kama wataipita waingie, but they have to do it. Na mile itakuwa pia iko hapo inawafuata. So there is a challenge here. Leaders are coming, they are coming in peace, but they have a message, a protest message against the souls that we lost during a protest that happened on a day like this one during a finance bill. Was it 2023, 2024? Somewhere there. So it's a challenge. It's like they want to storm that parliament again. They want to access it. They want to mourn with the families who lost their young people through the protest. So these leaders have discussed, they have concluded. The only remaining responsibility is how they will lay that wreath. Watafika aje hapo ndio walei hiyo wreath. Wataungana kwa maandamano. They can decide that Gen will go and protest. Then at the right hour they will join in and relay it. Or they start it in the morning, go and put it there. And then they go their ways and leave Gen to continue protesting. But they will come with a group of people behind them. And already it is a protest. So, President Ruto and your team, conclusion is that Kalonzo, Eugene Wamalwa, opposition leaders are cleverly, indirectly joining Gen Zs in the protest. Expect them today. And if these leaders are going to actualize a decision they have made in a meeting, to some extent, they might win a support from Gen Zs. There will be a feeling that we have someone who is standing with us, or there are leaders who feel what we feel, and they can stand in the gap to defend us. Unajua wako na njia nyingi za kufanya hivyo. Njia nyingine kama babu Owino, wakati vijana wameenda kwa maandamano, unaenda kotini. Haujahusika kwa maandamano lakini unaenda kotini, you bail them out. You stood with them. It's just enough. You did something. And that is cleverly how opposition is dealing with the government decisively and winning Gen Z's hearts. That's now another major thing that is probably happening. So a lot is going to happen, and we will be waiting to see exactly how things are going to unfold as we move forward. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. And you might have watched up to this end, but you have not yet subscribed. So I'm still just reminding you, please, just consider subscribing to our channel. And of course, to the returning subscribers, I always say thank you so much. And I always remind people to drop their comment, because the conversation has to continue even through the comment section. So the engagement is still going on. Thank you so much for listening to me up to this far, and see you in our next video.